Okay, this is going to be really awesome here. You're not going to want to miss this. Women's Health Autoimmune. Today's the day you're going to be tested on all of the things that are the old you. You're going to have things or people come up in your life today. It's going to feel like walking through mud. And the way you respond is the important part today. So if you guys could do me a favor and write in the, what are you noticing? I got to pause here already on my.
Really?
It's this thing up here. Jordan has to fix it. Okay, so write down what you guys are dealing with today. What are you feeling? What kind of energy are you feeling? Happy birthday. Thank you, Haruka. It is my birthday. My birthday started yesterday at 7:44 p.m. and goes tonight till tonight. Happy birthday. It's one of my favorite days of the year. And it's also equinox. Technically, the equinox starts at 8 p.m. tonight. Good morning, good morning. Yeah, just put down in the comment how you're feeling. Like, what is it that you're actually, happy birthday, happy birthday. Okay, so let's get it. Let's talk about antioxidants and water. Hey, good morning, Shayne.
Good morning, birthday boy.
How you feeling?
I'm feeling fantastic. How about you?
Feeling good. I mean, I could feel the birthday coming for sure. But
Yeah.
29 degrees are usually rough energy for people. It's usually stuff coming at them.
Yeah.
For me, it's this is my day. It always is every month.
Yes, sir. You own that. And I love, appreciate, and respect that about you. Yeah. Happy solstice to you and everyone.
You know, technically, the solstice doesn't start until 8 p.m. tonight.
Okay.
But because calendar days don't meet true days, otherwise, because we can't have quarter
Yeah.
years, right?
Yeah.
The leap year.
Yeah.
So,
The Gregorian calendar's all off. Yeah, I know that.
yeah. So what are you feeling like today? Are you feeling today is old patterns coming up, old processes, things are coming up so that we get to reflect and we get a choice on how we react. Do we do it the old way and stay in the old pattern, or do we do it the new way? That's what's happening today.
Yeah, and I feel that. And it's funny because last week, and I finished on Monday, I did the NCS or Neuro Change Solutions training from Dr. Joe Dispenza.
Yeah.
And like that's what that's all about is changing the neural pathways and patterns. Neurons that fire together, wire together is kind of coined saying in that. And, that's all about, changing, bringing up your past emotions. My meditation has changed to, I think about my past feelings and thoughts and actions and become aware of those feelings so that when they creep back in, which naturally happens as a human, I'm able to then be aware of that, stop it, change it, and continue on, having new, better, more optimal neural pathways firing and then therefore wiring. So yeah, I love solstice. It's a great time of year to take some time and reflect on what's happened over the last year. And boy, has it ever been a big year for you, for me, for the entire human garage community. And I'm just I'm reflecting on how blessed and grateful I am to be a part of what you guys are doing.
Yeah, it's things haven't even begun to take off yet. You can feel it. Like we've got we got people reaching out from all over the world to partner with us, big names.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, worldwide brands that are wanting to partner with us, which means that we get reached to a whole bunch of new people. So that whole thing of having 200 million people doing something active every day this year is a reality.
Yeah, we've talked about it personally. You and I have talked about the Maharishi effect, and I think it's really it's on that, like on a whole whole another level when it comes to what you guys are doing. And again, it's just it's absolutely incredible to be a part of. You know, we're being the change that I think we all want to see in the world, and it's great.
So what do you, coming up to solstice, coming through the close of the year? Let's talk about what you're seeing in people, and what they're looking for, why they're looking for it. Like right now, I mean, one thing is to say is that you sell a water filter, but that's actually not true. What you're doing is you're providing information to people who want to understand how to become healthy in their body.
Yeah.
And a lot of it has to do with our major inputs, and water is one of those major inputs. So what have you noticed that's been changing people in the last, let's say, 3 to 6 months?
If I were to bring it into one word, I would say awareness. It's just awareness of self. When it comes to water, awareness of the type of water that they're drinking, what types of water are available to us. You know, that's how change begins, is being aware of what needs to change. And so I would say it's awareness being the biggest one. And I appreciate you mentioning that, because, you know, that's one of the things that I say all the time is like, you know, yeah, I'm technically in sales, but my job is to help you make an informed decision for you and your family's health. And that's what I take great pride in doing, and have been able to, you know, educate and I'm excited to continue to educate people all around the world on anything and everything water and hydrogen.
So, so for people who don't get it, I get a lot of people that don't really get why hydrogen and why it's important. Let's just, I know that we talked about this before,
Yep.
but let's go through that one more time. Let's make sure people really understand this.
You know, as someone that's been in this industry for over a decade, I'm always continuously learning and studying and doing different things to better my knowledge on it, better my way of explaining it. So it is important to kind of talk about this more and more, because it's, you know, it's funny how simple it is, but that doesn't mean it's easy to understand. And so what hydrogen does is, if you know, on a broad basis, is it helps you rebalance your cellular health. And it does this by reducing oxidative stress in ways that other antioxidants simply can't. You know, if you think about hydrogen, the element itself is number one on the periodic table. It's the smallest element known to man, and it's in 90% of all matter. Hydrogen molecule, H2, which is the hydrogen that we're talking about, that is dissolved into the water that you and I drink, is the smallest molecule known to man. Because it's so small, it has the ability to permeate through the different layers of the cell membrane and actually get inside your cells, and then it reduces oxidative stress. Because what happens with humans when, you know, due to the food that we eat, the drinks that we drink, the air that we breathe, the overall stress of, you know, the death by 1,000 cuts type of thing, is our bodies lose the ability to create our own hydrogen. You know, you eat food, and hopefully if it's, you know, raw, organic, good food, it's going to break down. It breaks down into gases. Some of them are more hilarious and than others, but one of those should be hydrogen. And because of the damage that we've done to our guts, our guts aren't creating the amount of hydrogen that you need to. And think about it as the muffler to the exhaust being used for your energy. So inside your cells, you have ATP, that is the energy, the life force inside your cells, that creates an exhaust. That exhaust is a free radical, and that is causing oxidative stress. This is why many people are imbalanced and have acidity to their body. The hydrogen will neutralize that oxidative stress, convert that free radical actually into water, which then hydrates you at cellular level, and allows an easy way for the now neutralized free radical to be exited out of your body. And then on top of that, it will help your cells regain that balance, and that's how it opens your NRF2 pathway, upregulates your body's own production of glutathione, which is the master antioxidant in your body. It helps you avoid having to supplement with many things that people are supplementing for to end up reestablishing that balance, that homeostasis.
So when we say an antioxidant, because people they get antioxidants from food products, as an example. So what is the difference between an antioxidant you get from like blueberries to an antioxidant you get through hydrogen through the water?
That's a great question, because it's a question that I get quite frequently. There's two main things. The antioxidants that you get, say, from blueberries are they're conventional antioxidants, meaning that they scavenge for all free radicals. Just like in your body, there, we have bacteria, and you think bacteria is bad for you, but obviously in your gut there's bacteria that's good for you, right? There's bacteria that is crucial and important to the overall operation of your body. There are free radicals in your body that are good for you as well, like the superoxide dismutase, hydrogen peroxide free radicals. Some of these free radicals help keep you cleared up. The antioxidants in a blueberry will scavenge for all free radicals. That's what differs from hydrogen, is it's selective, and it only scavenges for the hydroxyl radical, which is the most cell-damaging cytotoxic free radical in your body. So if you ever hear someone say hydrogen is the most powerful antioxidant in the world, they're wrong. It's the most efficient antioxidant due to its molecular structure and what it scavenges for. And that leads me to the second point, is its molecular structure. Again, being the smallest molecule known to man, it actually has the ability to permeate your cell membrane and get into your cellular cells and reestablish a cellular health. That comes down to, from a physiological standpoint, the root to all illnesses and ailments is imbalanced cellular health.
So when I'm eating my blueberries or taking my antioxidants, it's affecting, but not necessarily in the intercellular portion, right?
Exactly. And don't get me wrong, eat your blueberries, eat your antioxidant-rich foods. But what I'm saying is hydrogen, what separates it from other antioxidants, is it's going to actually reduce oxidative stress in intracellular, in the cellular level.
So people who can't afford a machine, question up there, because that's the outcome. What are the two things to filter and hydrogenate that you can do if you can't afford a machine? Or what are the other ways?
So first things first, filtration. We do have on the website, we have the perfect pitcher water filters, letting everybody know right now, live on here. Unfortunately, the actual pitcher itself is out of stock. I'm working with the CEO and the company to try and get those actually in stock again. However, we still have the filters, and many of those filters will fit in your Brita or zero pitcher style of filter. That is, like, I would say, the cheapest and most efficient way of actually properly filtering the water. Just so you know, your Brita filter filters out chlorine for like a week, and that's about it. And it doesn't really matter where you are in the world. You have a heck of a lot more than chlorine.
So they
in your
can
water.
buy the filter off of you and put it in a Brita or a zero filter. And
yes.
So it's the filter. It's not the actual device does nothing. So it's the filter, and that filter is good for 99.9%
of contaminants. Yes. And it's proven to do so. That's one of the many reasons that I choose Ultra Water Solutions and Alkaviva as my company to represent for everyone, for this community, is because they actually have the third-party EPA approved lab testing to prove what they're removing. We know of another brand, that the big gravity water filter, they're actually going out of business now because of the claims and the class action
So
lawsuits. That
Berkey's going out of business, right?
yeah, that got announced this week. And you know, it's sad to see. It's what's sad is the fact that there's companies out there that are just, you know, either they can't back up their claims or they're lying to you or both. You know, one of the most popular things that I have that are said to me are, you know, it's like, oh, it's so confusing out there. I understand why. You know, there's a lot of companies that have made it that way. So
yeah, no, it is confusing. I mean, but everything that's good, that's really good in health is confusing. Like if you look at silica, it's confusing. You look at
yeah,
boron, boric acid, borax, is confusing.
yep.
If you look at things that really make a difference, like urine therapy, it's super confusing because anything, like, you know,
That was
one
the
of the
next
biggest
thing I
ones
was
I
going
hear
to
with
mention.
urine therapy, which is funny, is that you got all these chemicals in your body, you're getting rid of it for a reason. And I'm like, you don't understand the biology or the chemistry.
Yeah.
Only 3% of your chemicals go out of your urine. 70% goes out your breath. So if you're really worried about it, don't breathe on your partner. And
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 also
then
careful with the mask
27% goes out through the 27% goes out through the sweat and defecation.
Yep.
So you know, there's all this confusing attributes that are out there, and it's done this way on purpose. It's controlled resistance.
Yep. Yeah, and again, that's one of the things I love about this community. We're here to find the truth in what we're here for. You know, there's problems all around the world, but there's also solutions all around the world, and it's all in really what you're searching for. And what I love about this community is we're searching for the solutions and have a lot of solutions to many common problems. So
somebody asked, it looks like Luke K8. Have you heard of that?
So that's Luke K8. That's Kangen. That's a Kangen machine.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So I mean, great machine, ionizers. What is missing is the filtration component up front, and it has to be cleaned once a year.
Yeah.
Those are the only two.
And for that reason, their focus is still on the pH and alkalinity and ORP. And ORP being oxidation reduction potential. You're looking for, you know, our machines create the negative ORP. That means that there is a strong potential to reduce the oxidation or oxidative stress. None of that happens unless hydrogen is present in the water. That's the true reducer of the oxidative stress. Other than that, there's one benefit to alkaline water. It absorbs into your body a little quicker because of the caloric valve in your stomach. It just opens that valve quicker and allows the water to go into your duodenum, and small intestinal tract, which is where your water or your body absorbs the water.
There is one other thing though. If you have a Kangen machine, please put a pre-filter on it, because if you ionize like chlorine or fluoride, it gets chlorine out. If you do fluoride, or if you ionize PAFs or pharmaceuticals, you're going to have like a way worse condition, right?
Yeah, and that's what a lot of people are starting to realize. A lot of naturopaths will test people that are drinking the Kangen water, and their heavy metal count will be through the roof, and that it's huge. It's very important. The magic of what happens in an ionization machine, electrolyzed reduced water machine, alkalizing machine is great, but none of that should happen without proper filtration.
So what are the differences with this type of filtration? Somebody's asking, are there minerals being put back in? And this is actually a really good one, because most of the people, one of the most common causes of chronic dehydration is overconsumption of demineralized water. And so what does AlkaViva do specifically for the minerals?
So that's actually, again, and this is proved on with their lab testing of what contaminants are removed. it leaves the good minerals like your calcium and magnesium in the water. So you're getting as close to the reverse osmosis or distilled water with removing the contaminants, but you're still leaving the good things in the water. So reverse osmosis and distilled water was created for a number of different uses, medical uses, creation of perfumes. It's what I would recommend for like a CPAP machine. And it is for water that is in unpotable areas, like war-torn areas, type of thing. But it was never meant to be consumed on a regular basis for a long period of time.
So let's go back to that alkaline myth.
Yep.
Let's actually just take that head on, because I don't care if your water's 7, 8, or 9 to drink. I mean, that has a benefit in the way it feels and tastes, but the healing benefit is not alkalinity.
No. So I use an analogy for this, and I'll just ask you the question, Gary. If you cut open an apple and let it sit there for half an hour, what happens to the apple?
It oxidizes.
See, of course you're going to the actual reason, but a lot of people say it turns brown, right? So drinking alkaline water is like cutting the sliver of the brown apple off. But if you don't change the environment in which the apple is in, and you let it sit there for another half hour again, it's just going to turn brown again for the exact reason that you were talking about. And eventually, you can cut those slivers of apple off again and again, but you're going to run out of apple. And so the point is, for people that are wanting to reduce the acidity in your body, it's not about the pH, it's about why. Why are you acidic? The same reason the apple is turning brown, the oxidation, the oxidative stress in our bodies is the reason that we're acidic. And going back to what I said before about how our bodies don't create the proper amount, the 10 liters of hydrogen that it's supposed to, that is the muffler to the exhaust of your energy. Your body then needs to create more energy to keep up to the amount of oxidative stress that it's trying to combat, which then in turn creates more oxidative stress. It's a very toxic cycle we get our bodies into, and that's why supplementing with hydrogen over and above alkaline water. Alkaline water isn't bad for you. It is if it's over 10 pH and you're drinking it for an extended period of time, but it's not bad for you, but it's just not doing what many people have been led to believe that it's doing. Just like reverse osmosis isn't hydrating you properly, like many people have been led to believe.
I would not drink water if I had to drink reverse osmosis water or distilled water. Somebody said the information's over the head. You can go to our products and to our partners and go to Alkaviva, and then there's the filters we recommend. And you can get it pretty easy. I don't think we have perfect picture on there, do we? Or that goes to your site, right?
It goes to my site, and again, please, my job is to educate people. If you have any questions, just message me. I'm happy to have a conversation with you and answer as any or all of the questions that I can.
So somebody asked about store-bought water. Now this is hard because everywhere you go, we're all over the world, so everywhere is different. But natural spring water in a glass bottle is the way to go if you don't have the access to do it. And if another way that that I have done it, like when I'm traveling and I can't get access, we usually carry an Alkaviva when we travel. But another way that we've done this that's worked very well is we'll take and get filtered water. We'll take mineral, like even sometimes reverse osmosis. We'll put minerals back in, and we'll put crystals in a glass tube, and we'll swirl it. Now, what I've been doing lately is I put minerals in the water, and I have the little hydrogen machine, and it's small. And I thought, well, that's going to be too small. But actually, what I find, because it only takes about 3 minutes to do it, I find that it's perfect for individual drinking. Like I don't tend to need more than that, and that was really powerful. So I get good filtered water, and usually mineralized, and then I hydrogenate it with it.
So just one modification that I would do to that is mineralize it after the hydrogen's been added to it.
Fair statement. Yeah.
And for those that are asking, the spirit bottle that's in the link in my bio, and I've got a coupon code for you to save 20% on it. I know the owner and creator of that company very well. Ginny's a phenomenal person, and she's done a great job of bringing in this product. And for those, like the pinned comment here, asking about the hydrogen tablet in the picture as an option. Yes, that is an option. However, I would recommend the Spirit portable bottle well over the tablets. It's going to be much more cost effective. And those tablets, if they don't dissolve properly, because what a tablet does is it effervescence, kind of like an Alka-Seltzer in the water, and if that doesn't dissolve properly, it makes the water actually taste very earthy, which is kind of goes against what we're trying to do here. And the tablets are essentially just magnesium, which is great because most people are magnesium deficient. However, if it's not dissolved properly, it will give you the old grumbly tumbly, and that ends up becoming a problem over time.
So can they get the Spirit through you as well, or okay?
Yeah. So in my bio, I have like a kind of like a link tree style thing. If you swipe over, it's got the product page for Alkaviva, for the whole home filtration. It even has your guys' app in there, the link to download the app. And then you scroll over one more, and it's got databases and articles and specific studies on hydrogen, so you can learn more about that on your own, because that is what I recommend people do is do your own research, and I'm hoping, that's what I'm here to do is help educate you and answer any questions as you're doing the research. But I want you guys to, I want people to figure this out on your own, like we all have the capability to do that, and I'm here to just guide you in the right direction.
What about well water? That's a good.
Well water. I mean, that's a
lot of people have well water. That's where they're on, and that's the best they have. Is that better than the city water?
Sometimes yes, sometimes no.
So if I had a well, I could send my water up for testing, right?
Yes, if you have a well, you need to send your water out for testing on a somewhat regular basis. I would say once a year tops.
And the reason, is that, especially like if you're in the United States, like if you're in California, forget about it, because you got glyphosate in the water table. So, so well water, you should test, and then if you're drinking well water and you're bringing it up, you can still hook it into you can still put a filter Alkaviva machine on the end.
Oh, absolutely. One good thing about well water is it's typically very minerally rich, and that is a good foundation and component to helping create the hydrogen in ionized water. If you're minerally depleted, you won't create as much hydrogen in the water. So that's where it's actually a good thing.
A little off topic, but maybe you can answer, because I don't know, and somebody asked me and I never looked it up yet. It says, when you put vitamin C in to get rid of fluoride and fluorine in the water, like vitamin C shower head, can you actually use ascorbic acid in the bath? Will that actually do it, or do you have to get a bath bomb? Do you know?
I don't know personally. Like with ascorbic acid, the dechlorination tablets that we have from Alkaviva work phenomenally, and they do they effervesce just like a bath bomb.
Somebody said an H2 tablet that you swallow then add water. I've never heard of that.
I've never heard of that either, and I'd be
leery, because you have to put it in the water, and I noticed that you need to put it in a sealed jar or a lid on it in order to let the hydrogen, because otherwise it literally a lot of it goes out, right? Yeah,
absolutely. I mean, H2 is an antioxidant, right? So the oxygen that is coming in at it, like this is why we sell the machines. A glass of the hydrogen water from the machine, the hydrogen will be gone after say 6 to 8 hours, right? And so it's best drank fresh for that reason.
So, do you guys have payment plans on the machines?
We do. We have some phenomenal payment plans. It differs between the U.S. and Canada. U.S. has even better payment, like actual financing options. We have a financing option in Canada. It's not the best, but it is there. What most people do is use Split It, which it just allows you to split the payments on your credit card evenly with no extra interest, no hidden fees, no credit check, no down payment. It just allows you to split the payments evenly, and it's a very easy and affordable way of getting the machine sooner than later.
You can talk to them through that. What about using a copper vessel? What are your thoughts on that?
Copper has been used for many millennia in terms of killing bacteria in it, and I think it's great. I would say, for if it's properly filtered, glass is the best. And stainless steel and copper would be right on the same level of what I would use after that. So yeah, no, copper's great.
Someone talked about for their college student, and the answer yes would be the perfect picture, or at least getting the Brita with a perfect picture filter right now, and then getting the Spirit. That's a great idea for college students. Yeah, because a Spirit is really good because you can carry it anywhere with you. And usually you can get, usually most places you can get filtered water, like you get it from restaurants and stuff like that. So even if the water is filtered, a Spirit there, just pour it in. I noticed when I was traveling, it was super easy.
Yeah.
I could get filtered water in most places.
Yeah, it's becoming easier and easier to get. And then to get the hydrogen right there, right at your fingertips, Spirit is a phenomenal option.
Okay, here. What do softeners do to water? Do you know?
So there's two types of softeners. An actual softener is salt. Uses salt to lower the mineral content in the water, but that comes with problems of its own. The salt will remove the minerals, but it then replaces it with salt. So if you have a salted softener, then that means in order to drink the water, you need to have a reverse osmosis system, which we've already kind of talked about in the use of reverse osmosis water over time. Because obviously, if you have salted water, it's not going to taste that great. If you do, and if you have cardiovascular or kidney issues, you're certainly not going to want to drink the salted water. The ultra water solutions, we have a salt-free softener. So a lot of states and counties and cities are actually now banning salted softeners because of the ecological backlash that it has with it. If you take salt water and go and water your grass, you're not going to have any grass very soon. And so these salted softeners, they have a backflush that puts the water back into the system, and this can be very bad for the whole ecological system. The salt-free water softener, it's not a softener, it's a conditioner. Using the specific membrane with magnets, it will descale the minerals so that they won't scale onto your pots, your pans, your kettles, onto the shower door. When you use it, it'll be better for your hair and skin, but it actually leaves the minerals in there. So salted softeners is an older technology, came out around 1981, right around the time that VCRs came out. Salt-free softeners is a newer, better technology that solves the problem.
Salt-free softeners.
Yeah. So we have the salt-free softener with the whole home filtration. It is absolutely phenomenal. Setting many people up all around the U.S. with salt-free softener and water filtration. And I do recommend, it doesn't matter where you live, I do recommend having that type of filtration, especially when it comes to bathing and showering. Your skin is your biggest organ. And so you want to make sure that the water that you're washing yourself with is properly purified. And our whole home filtration system is, again, EPA lab approved, third party tested to remove up to 229 contaminants.
So,
and that go ahead.
here's one. You know, the old boil your water thing. Can I cook with tap water, boiling water? What do you think boiling water does when you have like PAFs and fluoride and fluorine and stuff like that and chlorine?
It'll remove some of the stuff. It's not going to remove all of it. There's, it'll kill a lot of bacteria and viruses, sure, absolutely. But your PFAs, your pharmaceuticals, your pesticides, no. And that's another big reason to either have the Alkaviva filtration or the whole home filtration is, aside from drinking, showering, bathing, that's going to be, what do you boil your pasta and your rice with? What do you cook with? It's water, right? And your body's 75% water. It really makes a difference in what type of water you're using for every type or every use of water that you're using it for.
So, okay, a lot of information. The way that people can interact with you is you make it simple. You can come to Human Garage, you go to our products, our partners page, you find Alkaviva, they click through to you. They can ask you questions, any of these questions, and get technical answers, because I know everybody has a variation of the question.
100%.
So you're there to help educate people, and they can ask you questions all the time and guide them to the best solution.
Absolutely. I'm happy to answer any and all questions. And yes, you're absolutely right. Go to the Human Garage website. Find me through there. You can email me, come to my Instagram page, message me, and I'd be happy to go through the process of figuring out what type of system works best for you, how the hydrogen is going to benefit you, so on and so forth.
Awesome, Shayne. Thank you so much for coming on. Really great to talk to you. I'd love to clear up these water topics. I think even we talk about a lot of the same things, but people need to hear it over and over again. It's really super.
Well, it took me years to really wrap my head around this. And I'm very grateful for this, for the people that are asking. My IG page is H2 Water Expert. And yeah, again, happy birthday. I think the next time we're doing one of these, it will be in the new year. And I'm really looking forward to that, and seeing what we do next year.
Okay, awesome, Shayne. Thank you so much.
All right, buddy.
Goodbye.
Yeah, see you later. Bye.
So it's really, really important to get your water right. That's for sure. How do you say that? Anna 222. Hello, Anna 222.
Garry, can you make me moderator?
Yeah, somebody in there creating a problem.
Yeah, I need to block somebody out of there.
Can you? Hey, hold on a second here. Hi, Isaac HTX08. I don't know. Are you gay? Huh. You know something? I think you've got better things to do. Honestly, I hope you find your peace somewhere, but you are blocked. Block. Zoom. Gone. I gave you a chance. Yes, he's gone. You know what? He's trying to join again. You know what? It's like some people, we give him a chance. We were nice to him. We were like, "Do you mean happy?" I am happy. I wonder what people. I wonder what's up with people. I wonder what it is. Sometimes I wonder, is it like, are they just being an idiot, or they need some help? That's why I always give people a chance, because sometimes you just need some help, right?
You're not asking me to go live, are you, Garry?
Not you.
Okay. Declining you then.
I don't know how you got live. That's must be Mercury retrograde. Mercury retrograde. Anna 222, can you go live? Trying to go live with Anna 222. If not, DM me. We'll get you onto that. Yeah, I wonder how much time you wasted typing that out. Yeah. Well, let your fingers do the walking. Right now, you guys, honestly, whatever your reactions are, I'm really strongly advising you. This is coming from my heart today. React differently than you normally would react. You're going to have a lot of things come up today, and this is really just setting in pace where what level or what frequency you're going to ride on for quite a while. So today's a day to change different. Unable to join. Okay. Oh well. So Anna 222, we'll see you here later. Just send me your chart at Garry at Human Garage, or sorry, Garry Lineham. I'll pick it up after the meeting here, and then I'll give you a link to the meeting. So much low back pain today. So if you have low back pain today, go out, go do the lower reset. You can do it right away in the barefoot sprinter routine. By the time we're done this podcast, you'll be good shape. So on our website, lower reset barefoot sprinter routine. And if you've been watching this for a while and you haven't started the routine, start. And adding salt to your water is super important. But if you don't have silica in your diet, then all the minerals that you're taking are not absorbing properly. And thus, for us, none of the hormones are working properly and none of the food is being absorbed properly. And it is the single largest issue today because out there, I mean, not today, you can't see it, but out there we have these chemical trails that are in the sky for geoengineering. And what they do is, one of the things is they have barium, and barium depletes your body's silica. No silica, no absorption of minerals. That means misplaced water. That means misplaced hormones. Yeah, the whole water thing can be a little confusing. If you find sea moss, not Irish sea moss, that's okay. But you can actually, if you're having troubles, you can order our supplement. We have it in a capsule format, and it's not expensive. It's going to be roughly about the same as if you were to buy it and make it yourself. How do you get silica? Well, first of all, I would encourage you to go download our supplement guide where we explain this. It's on our website, and and our supplement guide for downloading silica. You can also get silica from from horsetail. I've tried liquid silica, I've tried bamboo. It has not worked for me. And the people that I have tried it with hasn't worked. Here you go. You're live. Hello, twin sister.
Hello. How are you?
Good. What's your name? Is it Anna?
Yeah, Anna. Yep.
Where are you from, Anna? Anna?
In Connecticut.
Connecticut. And today, well, yesterday's your birthday or today's your birthday?
Today is my birthday.
But you're 29 degree?
Yeah, I just went to go should look for my screenshots to send it over to you. So it's like 29 and like 04.
Yeah.
And
yes, you're right before, and it doesn't matter. 29 degree Sagittarius or 0 degree Capricorn, those are both Grand Masters. So how old are you?
I just turned the double 15, so 30.
Oh, duh.
Yeah, the quinceañera.
So you just came through your Saturn return. So let me just tell you, the last 30 years have been pretty rough.
Yeah.
But the next 30 years are going to be a lot less rough for you.
I would hope so.
What? Tell me a little bit about yourself. What's your story?
So, I'm a first generation Puerto Rican here. So basically growing up, like with the culture, helping out with family here and there. I used to get made fun of like by my half siblings, saying like I'm the golden child because I am just usually out there unconditional, helping out everyone. I love music. I sing. I put music in like my everyday, like my thoughts, like kind of like Broadway theater in a sense. So that's something funny about me. I like doing like sound effects with things here and there. But growing up though, I kind of struggled like with my health. I almost died twice when I was 1.5 because my appendix burst in. And my parents found out something was wrong with me because I just started walking at the time and then I just stopped out of nowhere. So I died almost that one time going to the hospital. And then when I was at the hospital, I guess the nurse took out like the tube out of me too early. And like the doctor wasn't in. And he just said, just pray that she's able to get rid of all that waste. And I was luckily able to throw up most of it. But he said I was going to grow up with some issues here and there. So I definitely do have stomach issues for sure. And like the past year or two, it kind of got a little bit worse that like I would have no appetite here and there. I would just be nauseous. And I've noticed for me, like I'm very picky with what I eat now. Like I stopped eating meat for a while, but then I noticed like when I had my like menstrual cycle, like it would hurt really, really bad, like a good 5 months ago. And then I felt like I had to like try to eat some meat just so I can like balance it out. And it has helped. But like when it happened, I felt like I was dying in that sense. And I've talked to my doctors about it. But growing up, I've always been like misdirected or just told like, oh, you're fine, that's normal or whatever. So I don't really have faith in the doctors.
Do you
So
do you have your chart with you right there?
I don't know how to send it through the live,
No, I
but
mean,
I do have it.
can you see it?
Yeah, if I, oh, hold on, let me see, because I don't know if I'm gonna get kicked out but get out of it, but let me.
Yeah, that didn't work. We'll wait for it to come back here.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can't. Yeah, when you go across, it doesn't come over.
Yeah, it kicks me out.
I'll
Yeah.
talk to you personally about it, but there's a couple things. You're supposed to have a stomach issue.
Um,
Okay, that's part of your astrology because stomach is Sagittarius. It's Jupiter and it's belief. So it challenges your belief, and for you, it's all about what you believe, and what goes along with that is worry. Did I do it right? Did I do enough? So it's worry, guilt, and shame is usually the ones that you carry.
yeah, yeah, the shame for sure. I am an overthinker, but growing up also, like I've had visions and like I'm very in that spiritual aspect of it. Since I was a kid, I used to talk to my father's mom, like on the other side. And whenever my father used to get like issues, lost his car keys or lost his wallet, I used to always like talk to her and she would actually help out and help him find the thing. So I'm really connected in that aspect of it. But I haven't really delved much more in it because I was viewed like weird. I used to get made fun of like, oh, like, did you drink or something? But like my dreams are very like powerful for me. And this past year, I've noticed like in that premonition aspect is really out there to the point that now like I have like I can accept that part of myself. Just now trying to harness that even more is
Yeah,
where I'm.
we're gonna get you tuned up. It's you got to get the flow in your body going back again. You got to step out of the there's
Yeah,
when
I started the
basically your
7-day
body's
reset.
blocking you.
Yeah, I have started the 7-day reset and I've noticed like I feel so much better, but I have noticed like I am dehydrated and I have to like work harder on that because like I think you said in your last live or something, if you don't put in like the hydration and like that other part with it, it's just gonna like ache even more.
Do you work?
I stopped working, but I'm actually currently on the process of a job right now.
Okay.
It's a job, but you know.
I'll what I'll do is when I get your DM, I'll send you some supplements to start off with, so that you can get your hydration back up. You are the generation, like I'm almost twice your age. I'm 24 years your age, which is two Jupiter cycles. 12 years is a Jupiter cycle, so stories repeat every 12 years. So I'm 2 stories ahead of you. So you're the generation that's supposed to come in. Look at that. Happy birthday.
That's so cute.
You're the generation that's supposed to come in and take over where I'm leaving off.
Oh, okay.
So so if you've always had this feeling that you're supposed to do something for the world but don't
Yeah.
know what it is, right?
thought first it was like animals because I used to like help animals here and there, like that are around the neighborhood and also like my own. And then I actually went into healthcare to be case manager because I've always helped like my family members and just be there. That's just like, I think it's a cultural thing, but not everybody really do have
No,
it here and there. But in
it's a 29 degree Sagittarius thing. Yeah, 29 degree Sagittarius, or if anybody is one or knows one, they're here to change the world. And it's usually in some area. It's usually around pushing the veil, like finding out what other people don't, pushing through lies and beliefs and shifting people's perceptions, you know, like, and it's always about helping.
yeah, for a thing that I'm currently going, since I actually turned 1920, so it's about obviously like 10 years ago, I developed like a weird rash hives that I had
Where?
going on, and every time, like all over my skin, like whatever like touches my skin, like it'll like itch and swell up. So I've been taking antihistamines for a while, and
That'll
they
go
said
away.
it's not an allergy.
We'll get that to go away. Yeah, I mean,
Okay,
what
yeah.
that is, that's processing grief if it's all over, because it's the layer of fascia that's right underneath the skin is lungs. And and then so the hives, like I went through it in 2008 to 2010. I just break out in hives for no reason at all. And so you'll find that other 29 degree Sagittarius have had almost the same thing, the same life story in some degree. Like it's like a different, it's like when you bake a cake, it's a different cake, but it's the same things. You get all the ingredients, you put it together in a mixing bowl, you put some binders in like eggs and milk, you put it in the oven, you bring it out. It's the same. We all are like a cake, but there's a different variation. And you're going to find that other 29 degree Sagittariuses, they've gone through this. If you look at their life stories, it'll sound the same. We all sound the same. Hot, really, really shitty first 30 years. Just like, it's like trying to fit in with the world. It just doesn't work. And, you know, and I never really fit into the world. I never even really felt I fit into the world until I hit 50. And that's only, 5 years ago. And before that, it was always trying to fit in because I want to help everybody and not help everybody, and then mistake my help for, like for being cocky or why are you helping me? And it's like I just wanted to help people my whole life.
See, for me growing up, I tried to be invisible in that aspect because I'm just, wasn't really fitting in. But now I've learned that no matter how much I try, people are always going to look. So I just have to accept that within myself and just love that I shine the way that I do, even though it's kind of, rocky here and there.
Yeah, your
But
life's
loving
going to
myself
change a lot.
overall.
Your life's changing. You're 30 today, right?
Yes.
Okay. It's over.
It's
The hard part's
over.
over. I promise you, the hard part is over. From this point forward, it's like right now, especially today, things that come up today with this is super important for you. Things that come up today, whatever it is, respond differently. Give space to every response today, all the way through to tomorrow night at 9 p.m. Like literally give space to everything. If you used to get excited, give space. If you used to get angry, give space and then react differently, whatever it is.
Okay.
It's like today's today's like the hitting the save button on certain programs that you've been going through for the last year.
Okay. I'll definitely note it. I've noticed lately, to like breathe through the moments. I've like took time to think about things before I like take action. That's happened like the past 3 days. So I'm definitely going to keep up with that.
Yeah, you're feeling it. So listen, I got your chart in my DM. Put it in my DM. I'll send you a link. We have a meeting 1 hour after this live. Okay.
Thank you so much.
Looking forward to getting to know you.
Thank you. Yes. Bye.
Bye, Anna. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to go off for 4 minutes, 5 minutes, and then we're going to come back with Claire Crawley. She's bachelorette number 16, and she is dealing with women's health, and recently actually just went through a whole bunch of changes. I'm super excited to hear what's going on. So we'll see you guys back in about 5 minutes, okay? So come on back, and you guys, it may not notify you. Let me know if it notifies you when you go back. We're trying to figure out what the algorithm's doing, and also send it to a couple friends. This is Bachelorette number 16, Claire Crawley, 10 years on the show and dealing with women's health issues, implants, explants, autoimmune.